A warm welcome to my frosty friends, Badral the Pengu here. First and foremost, if you are just here to learn how to unlock all the achievements of this episode's game and have no desire in listening to me babbling on and on, fret not. I put timestamps in the description for each of the achievements, so you can skip to the parts that interest you the most and ignore the rest. To all of you who are still listening to this intro, I'd like to introduce you to my first series here on YouTube called Achievement Hunt. The premise is simple enough. I try to show in a single video how to complete all achievements of a certain game with the intent to entertain and educate those who like to 100% games themselves or just like watching other people doing so. As you can read here on the screen, the first entry in this series is the narrative-driven detective game Her Story. I'll try to keep the video as spoil-free as possible and recommend to play this unique game yourself, as it is also quite short to beat. Leave a thumbs up if you like what you see, a thumbs down if it wasn't your cup of tea. Enjoy! The first achievement I want to cover is called the Reflection. You get this when you finish the game and it triggers the credits. If you play Her Story the first time, I would suggest you play normally until you hit this achievement as to not ruin your experience. Next on the list are these 9 achievements that you can all get the same way, if you didn't unlock them already while playing through the game normally. Here you see the first 4 clips that you encounter when starting up the game with the keyword murder. To get the Detective Chief Inspector achievement, you will need to watch every available video in the database and will in the process unlock the other 8 achievements as well. When clicking on the DB checker on the desktop, you can see which clips you already saw. The lights are ordered chronologically and you see the 4 videos from the beginning green-lit. Now there's an easy trick to watch all the clips in the correct order. On opening up a video snippet, you can see that there is a user tag called blank. Every clip in the game has this tag, so if you search for it in the search bar, it will show the chronologically first 5 entries in the database.
Black coffee, thanks. No sugar. I'm sweet enough as it is.
After you watch the short film, you can delete the tag from the clip so it won't show up if you search for blank again. As you can see, you don't even have to watch the whole clip, you can just exit it after opening. When we control the DB checker again, we see that the first 5 entries are now green as well. Well, now I've got some clicking to do. See you soon after a short time lapse. Now this is the last one, and if we check again we can see that all the files are green now. You should have gotten the 3 detective achievements from this, as well the 6 certain events or side stories like the Rapunzel or Fennel story.
Takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
The More Than I Guessed and Lucky Dip achievements are only available after beating the game, so after getting the Reflection. By typing Admin Unlock in the search bar, you can now see up to 15 videos in the feed instead of 5. With Admin Random, you get a randomly selected video from the database. Last but not least, we have the Score Draw achievement. For this you have to open the mirror game in the rubbish bin on the desktop, which is some sort of Othello you play against yourself and have to get a draw. As the board state begins always the same, you can just follow my steps I take. I put the correct coordinates on the left side of the screen, whereas A to H are the horizontal and 1 to 8 are the vertical coordinates. You will need 62 turns to achieve the draw. So now I have to play a game of Othello against myself, and I'll start with c5. Next we've got c4, then for red c3, b4, then we have e3, it's over there, then f4, f3, d6 is here, then a4, and f2 is over there, then c6, b7, g4, then c2, a8, then h4, c1, a3, f5, g5, a5, a6, e6, d7, f6, e7, and g6, b2, a1, c7, then f7 should be down here, c8, b6, h6, f1, g7, b8, d2, h7, f8, h8, g3, d8, a2, a7. Then we've got e8, e2, e1, and d1, g8, h5, h3, h2, g2, g1, d3, b3, b1, and now comes the skip. Red can't do anything, so I think we just click on the X. Should be okay, yeah. So we're finished, yes, and we got the draw, and with that the last achievement. With that we've come to the end, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.